Our next core design tool to look at is the fillet core design tool. Very similar to chamfer, but what you're doing is instead of applying a distance, you're applying a radius. Now this curved groove here hasn't got a curve yet. It needs a curve on that corner, a radius. Now the distance from there to there needs to be measured. So let's measure that first. DIST, distance command. First point will be the end point of the line there. Second point will be end point there. It's 2.5, as you can see there in the distance setting on the dynamic input that shows up. So I'll just hit escape there to lose that. So I need to go to the fillet command here. Again, it's on the modify panel, on the home tab, on the ribbon. There's fillet there. It'll ask me to select the first object. I don't want to do that just yet. I right click, and again, just like chamfer, I go to setup. Fillet size, would you believe it? 2.5 by default. Now, again, I can insert the dimension if I want to. I can configure my fillet size list if I want to. I don't need to in this case because 2.5 is on there already as one of the default fillet radii. So I select 2.5. Yes, I do want to trim the geometry. So what I do now is I OK that, and I apply it to this line here and this line here. There's my fillet radius. I do it here as well. This line here, this line here. Now, it didn't work that time. Let's just click again. 1, 2. Obviously didn't click correctly. But you'll notice again, look, I've got a line there that shouldn't be there. So what I'll do is I'll press escape, remember, to come out, like with chamfer. Click on that line there, and if I hit delete now, what happens? That line completely disappears. I'm just going to undo that. So what happened there? Let's just check that one again. You can see there that there was obviously an extra line somewhere, because when I did that fillet, it didn't fillet to that line there. So all I need to do this time is just click on that line there and take it to the end of that arc there. It's easy, but zoom in so you're nice and tight. Roll up on the wheel there on the mouse. Select your line here and click on your grip and just bring it all the way along until you get the end point snap there on the arc. Click there like so, and it brings that line in. Hit escape there to deselect the line, and if you roll back on the wheel now, you can see that that is all neat and tidy. Now what I would probably do there is join that, that, and that to make a polyline. But as you can see, we've filleted nice and neatly there. So that's all neat and tidy and ready to go. So let's do our last set of fillets now. So we go to the fillet command here. And again, right click, setup. I want the fillet size to be much smaller. I want it to be 1. Again, make sure the geometry gets trimmed and OK it. I'm going to work on these grooves here. So I select that line there, that line there. Notice there were obviously lines underneath, as before with the chamfer. So I'll just quickly tidy these up, like so, and then remove the lines that I don't need. So again, press escape when you're done. And then it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Delete those, and there's our filleted grooves in line with our chamfered grooves there. So that ends the exercise on the core design tool of fillet.